This is the final resting place of Russell Lee Rusty Brandt. Born in 1918 in Clifton, Iroquois County, Illinois. He's a survivor of the U.S.S. Indianapolis. Brandt was 26 when he entered the Navy. Late in the war in 1944, his first assignment aboard a ship, and probably the first time he saw an ocean, was iconically the summer of '45. Sent to San Francisco, he became a part of the crew of the U.S.S. Indianapolis, a heavy cruiser due to sail back into the Pacific for an unknown purpose. Previously suffering damage from a Kazakami attack, she had been hurriedly repaired, and a crew quickly was assembled for the mysterious mission. The ship sailed under the Golden Gate Bridge after being loaded with two mysterious men and a small cargo of heavily guarded material. The ship sailed under the Golden Gate Bridge after the ship paused outside the bay for a day. Highly classified news was transmitted by code, and the ship sailed for Tinian, a small island deep in the South Pacific. Later, it was learned that the delay outside San Francisco was for notification that the first atomic bomb test at Los Alamos had been a success, and the Indianapolis was the sale of the component of Little Boy, the first atomic bomb later dropped at Hiroshima. July 30, 2 torpedoes were fired by Captain Hashimoto at the Indianapolis. Both struck crucial parts of the ship, and it sank in 12 minutes. Many sailors died in their bunks and forward duty stations. Of the 1,195 aboard, only slightly less than 900 even made it into the water. Few had life rafts, some had no life vest. Rusty had been aboard the ship only 17 days. He was off duty and should have been below decks, but because of the heat, he had chosen to sleep on the decks and survive the attack. The next 5 days were an ordeal few have experienced. Without flood of water, without food or water, the men hung on to several for survival against the heat and oil spill that surrounded them. Then the sharks attacked. The men just disappeared below the water. Some men drank seawater and went to hallucinations. Some even killed fellow sailors. The men floated apart. The kapok vest became waterlogged. Rusty held one sailor up by his hair for a full day, yet no one missed the ship because of inaccurate communications days before. Only 317 men were pulled from the sea, and two of those dead soon thereafter. Rusty was one of the 317. His wounds were fairly limited to saltwater sores. Many were injured far worse. 91 bodies were recovered and buried at sea. Rusty was rescued on August 4, 1945, his 27th birthday. August 6, Little Boy, the component which was delivered by the Indianapolis to Tinian, was dropped by the B-29 Enola Gay on Hiroshima with a message on its side for the crew of the Indianapolis. The air crew had just learned of the fate of their deliverers. He died in 1996 in Clifton, Iroquois County, Illinois. He's buried here at Clifton Cemetery, Clifton, Iroquois County, Illinois.